guys, today we're not going to do any super special thing. We're just going to enjoy some art. And together with that art, there are some thoughts that I want you... There's a theme, you know, this is an art exhibition. And I'm showing you my art, and it has some themes. And Lama Choga is going to introduce that theme.
What we experience is this state of possibilities, something that does not exist in a fixed state and that is free of any characteristics. In order to navigate the mundane world, we build up this kind of fallacy. Well, we walk into a room and the brain becomes very active and it maps out everything in the room. Once we become kind of familiar with our environment, what we do is we create this kind of 3D map of our environment. All we perceive, as they say, is like a few degrees in the center of our vision, and everything else is kind of indistinct. And really what we do mentally is we kind of create this kind of virtual reality. You know, there's a long history of tests to prove this, but you could just be sitting watching TV. Let's say you were watching the Super Bowl yesterday, as I hear most people were doing, and then you think your dog is sitting there next to you, quietly watching the TV, and you're just convinced of that, right? You believe that. Eating whatever you eat, hot dogs and popcorn, or drinking a beer, and then you turn and you realize that it's not your dog, it's your jacket where you put it down earlier. So we all experience this kind of illusion.
Look at it like smoke on light on a smoke, you know, and then there's a room, you know, and there's a guy in a room showing the palm of his hand like, hey, you know, and then senses are going into his third eye, it says here. I'm just reading it, you know, you think about it. You figure it out, right? And here he is. And it's like, what does it mean that he is here wearing a blindfold, but then he's here and the colors are all messed up? What's that all about, you know? And then there's a picture of a dog, you know, being conditioned and stuff like that. Also here, this is kind of cool. See this? Something's burning and then smoke is coming up and it feels like it's getting stuck in these places, like bubbles, like after alternate nostril breathing. Yeah, and it felt I felt that this was like not an ordinary fire. It had different colors. Anyways, let's talk about something else, you know. What's this all about? Talking and you know, the throat chakra, like a great filter, you know. And then you see this is like seeing it through someone else's eyes, and he's saying it's not entirely dark, there's color and movement. That one looks like a bird, and then whoosh, it becomes a bird and it flies away. Yeah, it's kind of interesting right there, right? Well, what do you think about it? And then here, you think about this. Oh my God, the symbolism, what does it mean? You know, it's like there's a guy here, and what's this? It's a kind of alien, I think. It's a kind of alien, this one. And then there's a guy, and they're almost in the same position, right? Well, what does it mean? And he's kind of covered by something. I guess he's covered by his duvet. I guess that's what it's supposed to represent, you know. And he's hiding in the dark almost. And then there's a guy here. And it says the blindfold is pretty important, man. You gotta use the blindfold. It's such a great tool. And then he's looking at his hand. His hand is shining or something, but his eyes are closed. And then it's like, eyes closed, see this. Eyes open, see this. And this weird theme. What is this? What's that? You know, what is that? So, what is he trying to tell us? What is he trying to tell us? You know, and then even here, you know, this. Just look at it. You know, oh my God, he's showing me the finger, but the finger is kind of strange because his eyelids are in the way, and you can still see it. This one is a little bit difficult. Don't do this one before you know you got it, because it's gonna interfere with your belief. It's not fun if you don't if you don't believe it and then you stop believing it and then it gets even worse. Don't do that. That's not helpful. It's helpful if you believe it and then you can go woo like this. Yeah, you move the hand from here over to there. It's like, yeah, I see you. Oh my God, what does it mean? It's so mysterious. And now, just to top it all off, take a look at this. Wow. Oh my god. Wow, look at the colors, man. It's like rainbow colors. And then people coming out of portals. And then he's sitting here like, what? Oh my god. Oh, jeez. So dramatic, man. What kind of book is this? Oh, it's the journal from my ayahuasca journey. Yeah, I went to Peru and I did some ayahuasca. Yeah, very interesting journal. Now, here's something I've shown you this before, but it's relevant because last video I talked about the Gateway Wave 1 Track 2, and this is actually from the same experience, and it says it even says 28th March, and it says experiences 28th March, and that would be this year. That's 2024. Okay. And then I'm wearing headphones, listening to it, and movement up above head. And you see this? This means it goes, my eyesight, my eyes in my eye socket go, ooh, ooh. My eye, I'm looking up, but it's coming like, it's not directly up. It's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And I've told you about the rocking chair. If you don't know about the rocking chair, go check that one out. It's up as a community post. It's a spiritual practice. A Theravada monk has done it too. He's also been able to use it. And then when I reached the top of my head, brain would fly up. That's my brain right there. It flies up above the earth into outer space. But then it comes back down. You see that arrow? That means that it comes back down. So it's like, and then it goes through the earth, and I come out at Borobudur in Indonesia, which is this temple with a ton of bells. Yeah, and then that was just something that happened, and it's not a, I'm not still in Borobudur. It's not a constant forever change. But this is pretty, it's like, just because this was a glimpse or a self-hypnosis or a trance, you shouldn't be too quick to brush it off. I would keep researching. We're just at wave 1. We got there's a lot of waves on the Gateway tapes. Might as well keep digging, right? Here we have chakra meditation. It's, is it part of the Gateway experience? Not really. But I did again. Look. Sometimes I do a little coffee enema, okay? No, that happened first. Yeah. Sometimes we do some spiritual practices and we calm ourselves down. Yeah, here you of course have the enema bag just hanging out in the background. Look, I don't do it that often, really. It's like every once in a while. Come on, guys. It's Mahatma Gandhi used to do coffee enemas. He was a great person. Yeah, he was a great person, that man. Anyways, I was relaxing here, and I heard Sadhguru's voice. Sadhguru's voice, it's Sadhguru's voice, isn't it? He says, relax, it is her first time. Okay? And then there was a activation here, going up the different chakras and emitting at the top of my head, which it made this energy here feels very safe. And then up into here, it was sexual consent energy. Like, yeah, I wanna consent, yeah. And that was what radiated. So I didn't feel willpower. I didn't feel like this these other themes. It was like safe and sexual consent, right? And as a result of that, these two, I began slithering on the floor while saying yes. And it was not like yeah, it was like I consent and say yes multiple times, and it's like yes, just consenting, like as I said, sexual consent energy. I think we should talk about these experiences. I think that people are doing these gateway experiences and they're like, will it happen? Stay in there, man. You might have to go a little further than just track 2. You have to remember, this is piling on top of other experiences and other spiritual practices I have at the same time. But it's there, man. It's there. Now, here is a very interesting art piece, actually. 4-direction expansion, right? And it says a lot of stuff here. You know, this is basically the first thing that looks like a central nervous system that will develop inside of you when you're a very, very young body. And here you have upwards arrow saying central nervous system and downwards body saying body, right? So there's two directions here. It's also sideways direction, symbolized by this man who's about to get, is about to be cut in two, and there's somebody hiding inside of him. Isn't that an interesting image? His hand is down here, and then there's an eye at the center of the third eye. It's like looking out at you. Maybe he wants to come out and shake your hand. Well, I don't know. And here we have him. And it's a man and a woman. So there's like divine masculine, divine feminine, going downwards into, and she's going down and there's light, he's going up, and it's like smoke and dark, but some of the light can come through, but it's the natural state of things is that he is encased in darkness and the body is illuminating to itself. And then you can talk about various I guess the most interesting aspect is what makes the light come up into the dark cloud, or what makes the dark cloud around this man evaporate. Yeah. Again, the same kind of imagery. Oh my god. What does it mean? And it says here, point of view. And there's a hand. And it's like you can barely make it out, but you can see that there's a hand. Oh my god, what does it mean? Also, you can get a little hint of what's to come at Gateway Wave 2. Intro to Focus 12, problem solving, 1 month patterning, and color breathing. What's that? Energy bar tool. Living body. What is that? And you see here, cut on a sword, surrounded by a mysterious energy. And you also see a lightsaber, and you also see the soul river, this weapon of Nosgoth, vampiric blade. You know, curse you, Cain! I will have my vengeance. Have you ever played that game? Super cool vampire video game. Okay, and here we have this. This is the early version. It's like can barely see it when I close my eyes. Can barely see it. There's something there, man. There's something. It's like he said. What did he say? It's like when you kind of expect something to be there, and then it's like, I don't believe this. No, it can't be true. I could fly if I wanted to, like a bird to. Yeah, okay. Well, anyways, yeah. It's like I can fly if I wanted to.
Okay, this next teaching is strictly for the big boys, okay? Like, if you cannot control your addictions, don't start smoking. I just do this once a month, and don't look at the sun for too long, you'll go blind.
Of course, we have to go through our community posts. The cigarette ritual. And look at it, like, correct position. Why is this the correct position? Because it's cold outside and my hands are freezing. I usually don't wear this when it's this cold. And I'm sitting there, and it's a bowl, and the bowl is warm, and the hand that's on my lap is warm because my legs are warm. And why is the bowl warm? Because it has a cigarette. Yeah, this is the cigarette ritual. And I inhale, and I hold, I puff up my chest, and I look at the sky. Yeah? And it's like, look at the sun. Imagine being what you see. So, if you look at the room, instead of saying, I am looking at the room, say like, this is just a state of being the room from this point of view. I don't exist, right? And it's like here, looking at the sun, right? And then after I look at the sun, I look down at the cigarette, and now the after image, the purple after image of having looked at the light is on my cigarette. I go, And then I look at it, and now it starts emitting rainbows because of the smoke. It's more of this becomes visible when I blow smoke, and you get the sky in the background. It's kind of disturbing it by being blue, but then I blow that white smoke, and you can see more colors. You can see more colors, guys. Yeah. And then I sit there and I meditate, and I say, pretend to only be a point of view, no body. Realize that being nothing and everything is the same feeling. Because if you're everything, how are you gonna stand out? What you don't have anything to compare yourself with, right? And so one way you can trick yourself, you can believe that you're nothing. And by believing that you're nothing, it's like a shortcut to being everything. It's really, it's the part of some wisdom with you right here. We have our fantastic SAD lamp practice. This is a SAD lamp, seasonal depression disorder tool to help alleviate that. You look at this light, and the winter depression is lessened. So this is Buddhism 101, taking away the suffering, right? Remembering rooms, remembering items, remembering your mirror image, and then looking at chaos. It's chaos here, in the beginning. But then if you blink your eyes, or if you just look at it long enough, you can start seeing geometry. And then creativity. It's almost like it's painting a little picture there in that last panel. What does that mean? I don't know. I mean, you figure it out, right? And then here it says chaos again. This is kind of like having your eyes closed. And then form. And then representation. And then it's like, oh my God, that's a hand. What does it mean? Oh my God, what does it mean? And it says rainbow body. Rainbow body. What's a rainbow body? And it says here a bunch of things. I mean, this is not that. I think this is out as a community post. You can look at it if you want. It doesn't really matter. We can then talk about chakras. Chakras. Oh my God, look at the chakras. This is. Yeah, it's upside down here. Yeah. Well, does it do anything? Focusing on it. Does it do anything when you focus on it? Yeah. Does it do anything? The colors. Yeah. Focusing on the colors. The body. The colors, yeah. And does it do anything to you? Like going through the rainbow colors here? The rainbow colors, yeah. Ooh, rainbows. Does it do anything? Here you have bowls and drops going up and down like... But of course, right, if it's this, then it's like... because it's all the way down, it can only come up. It can only come out, so it's like... and that's how it comes up from here. And then you have za, vam, ram, hung, yam, tham, ham, all the different ones, But then I'm skeptical. Is this right? Or is it upside down? Is this what should be on the ground? Is this this formation here, should that actually be there? And then this was here, so it was like this. You never know, right? So you gotta try both. And all of a sudden you've been doing this for an hour. You wouldn't believe, like if you're a little bit skeptical, how quickly time goes by. Yeah. So, but does it do anything with consciousness to be doing this? To imagining yourself like this again and again, and imagine the colors and the fractals again and again. Does it do anything? I don't know. You're the expert. You figure it out. Careful. Don't go too far. You might get a little bit more than you bargained for. It's like just gotta take control. Look, I'll tell you a strange story about someone who meditated. He heard tons of voices, right? And then he meditated, and suddenly just, I'm gonna get control of this. And he got control of it, and he felt a very strange way. And then he went outside, and it was as if everybody knew who he was, and they were like, hello. Old women just walking up to him saying, hello. And people looking around, stopping in their tracks and smiling to him. And it was as if everyone in the world knew who he was, and everybody in the entire world knew that they were part of his mind. And it wasn't as much that he had woken up, but everybody else had become aware. And what he did was he said, this is too strange. And then like signaling to the others, like, no. And then they turned away, and like he refused it. And then what the fuck was that? I don't know. It was really strange. I don't want to think about it. And then he did what he was supposed to do, which was to go to a store and buy himself something that he needed at his home. I don't know if the story is about me. Maybe it's about me. I don't know. It sure as hell is a weird story, man. I don't know. That kind of that was what I'm supposed to even say. You know. I'd rather shut up about it. This is actually really relevant. Look at this. Oh my god, it's art. What is it? It looks like a house drawn from above. Oh my god, this one also looks like a house drawn from above. You know what? If I didn't know any better, I would say that this is my bathroom, because you have the toilet, and you have the sink, and you have the shower, and a washing machine. And here, what is this? It says, sense presence surrounding the body. And it's like, oh no, the football is above my head. You know, and then he senses the room. What does it even mean? You know, what does it even mean? I don't know. This is just very mysterious. This is just you figure it out. You're the genius. Come on, this is your life. Come on, work with me here.
I would suggest you hit the bell icon and subscribe and stuff, because YouTube is not going to recommend you my videos. And right now I'm going through the Gateway Experience tapes, and I'm reviewing each and every one. I'm just come to focus one track too, but we're gonna do very, very far. You're gonna do this. Is gonna be great for you. Oh my god, we got the best videos. Oh, you gotta follow us. Oh my god.